We're ready to pop the cork in Champaign, Illinois, home to the Fighting Illini, and the fans clad in orange and blue are more than ready for this one. This matchup today, part of the lifeblood of the sport, a rivalry game where the results will be remembered for a lifetime. As we'll see the number 16 team in the country, the Ohio State Buckeyes, taking on the winners of 3 straight, the Illinois Fighting Illini. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. Illinois about to kick it away to get things started. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. So Ohio State's offense is on the field for the first time today. The Buckeyes obviously enjoyed the upper hand historically in this battle for the Illabuck.
And the Illabuck Trophy is actually the second oldest football trophy in the Big Ten, only behind the Little Brown Jug, Palmer. So this is some serious tradition. I don't know what the trophy is. I don't know what it's supposed to look like. It looks like turtle to me, but I don't know the significance. But this is a rivalry game.
It's a pretty cool-looking wooden turtle, I'll say that. And that's saying something.
And the quarterback caught up to and sacked at the 12.
This defense, they are tenacious, and they've got guys up front that are athletic and that are so strong and can collapse the pocket. You saw it right there in that play action attempt.
You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. Feeling some heat. Fires to the big fella. And sure, tackling there to keep him from getting to the first down marker. The Buckeyes will call on their punt team. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. He's got great speed. He'll be brought down, but there is a flag on the field. Let's see what that one's about.
Personal foul. Roughing the kicker. Defense.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. So the offense keeps this drive alive thanks to the roughing the punter penalty. They stop him cold, maybe gets a yard to the 34. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. They give it to him again. Showing off the arms. And he's able to shed one tackle and gets a pretty good pickup. Lining up, trying to convert this 3rd and short from the 40. To the ground to try to move the chains. That'll be enough for the first down, and they'll mark it at the 48. The Buckeyes come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Trying to surprise him with the pass. Finds his tight end. He's brought down. Solid pickup, but a little bit short of the first down. Still some work to do after that last completion at 2nd down. They'll go to the ground. A strong tackle and wrap up from the junior. They'll come to the line for the 8th snap on this opening drive, facing a 3rd and short. They'll try to run for it. They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's first down. And the Buckeyes have this offense rolling. Going with the ground game left. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. After losing yardage, it's 2nd and 12. He's looking to throw. And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36. The defense coming up big there. The sack is great, but the secondary deserves some credit too.
No doubt. When you can cover like that in the secondary and drop back in your zone and only rush a few, and you feel comfortable getting home, and they're going to get to the quarterback, that is a great feeling, and that's fun to be defensive coordinator calling the plays.
11th play of this opening drive coming up, at this one, a 3rd and long. Catch in the middle. It's straight. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop. They allowed the completion, but this defense was swarming to keep them away from that first down line.
Yeah, and you allow completions in those third down situations underneath the sticks, and you come up and rally, and everybody flies to the football. That's great execution by this defense.
They'll have to settle for a field goal attempt. And this one is anything but routine, a 48-yard attempt from the right hash. Knocked it right through, showing that big range from 48 yards out.
I know one thing this head coach does every week is he challenges his guys to start fast. And it's so important today, playing on the road in this kind of environment. You saw a nice drive. They didn't get the touchdown they would have loved, but still, kicking that field goal and taking this early lead, that's a statement for the visiting team.
They were able to get a field goal on the board, and now they'll kick it away. Looking for those open spaces and opportunity. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The Fighting Illini take possession, and their offense will go to work for the first time. This is just a great matchup to watch on the outside and who can win downfield in the passing game.
Man, this reminds me of 1997, Charles Woodson versus David Boston.
And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9. And Ohio State makes a ton of highlights with the big pass plays, but this defense has turned in its share over the years, too.
So many guys that we could go back. The Bosa brothers, Chase Young, just recently, the guys that they put their hand in the dirt and they go make things happen, get after quarterbacks like you see right here.
He wants to throw here on second down. Complete to the left. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. Trying to make that rush think on the draw play here. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. Illinois runs the punt unit onto the field. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. A fair catch taken just inside the 40-yard line. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. They kicked a field goal on the last drive, Jesse. They've got the lead. Don't make a dumb mistake, but maintain your aggressive play calling.
Yeah, no doubt. I think it's the play caller right now just taking a look at that script he's got in front of him and finding out where are my playmakers, who can we take advantage of on this defense to get a touchdown here, David.
Yeah, and just keep moving the ball down the field. Just execute a little bit better in the red zone. There's no need to panic. We're moving the football, and we got the lead.
Caught in the backfield, it's Vincent. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play. Now the play fake. He's going to let one fly down the middle. Fires into traffic, intercepted. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
I love when people start to understand what we're doing defensively. If they're going to pass the football and that's where they're going to live, well, I'm going to live in dime. I'm going to bring more defensive backs on the field so I can cover more of these speed guys that they have out there. Great job by the defensive back, breaking on the football, making the INT, making the DC look very smart.
The Illinois offense returns to the field. Last time, David, it was 1-2-3 kick.
Yeah, last drive, that 3 and out, sometimes that puts your defense in a bad spot, and you got to get a drive together here so you don't wear the defense out.
I just think, David, too predictable, that last drive. They got to do something here to get this defense on their heels.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. The trophy that the Buckeyes and Illini play for, the Illibuck, guys, is a giant wooden turtle.
Imagine that, man. You're having to put your trophies in a water tank and feed it. It's probably the only trophy that ever had that ability. It's incredible. It was nurtured. Maybe a little bit different story now, David, but that is pretty cool history, Reese.
Yeah,
Fires a bullet. Now it's picked off.
and defensive backs you think don't have good hands. The big fella shows it. How about that defensive back going up and getting the interception? Nice job breaking on the football. You say that's why you play defense, because you don't have hands? Yeah, I beg to differ.
The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. After that last pick, David, they really need to take care of the ball this time.
No doubt. And Palmer, I want to know what Spurrier said to you on the sideline after a pick.
Do that again, and you'll be right here beside me for the rest of the game. You got to go out. You got to call your plays. And I hope this coaching staff isn't going to be afraid to throw it this drive.
On second down, looking again to throw. Gets rid of it. Snagged in the middle. It's Vincent. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. It'll be a run on 3rd and short. He's got enough to move the chains, and they'll spot it at the 47. The Buckeyes will snap it on 1st and 10. They'll ride the hot hand. Got room at the 35. His defense giving up ground as he's finally knocked down at the 26. The Buckeyes come to the line in the hurry-up.
One of the things I love about this offense, Reese, is they have tons of speed. They like to try to get the ball going east-west. That time they generated a huge play going to the right side.
And the defense either not fast enough to fit or got knocked out of the fit.
Yeah, they got to do a better job containing that as this game goes on. They got to funnel the football back to the middle of the field.
Quarterback changing the plays at the line. Leaves it with the running back. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Got rid of it quickly, but it's incomplete. They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. Gets it out quickly. And they make the stop, and this offense has it inside the 5, and they are threatening. Well, guys, Ohio State has the lead here. 1 period in the books, and let's take a look at the stats. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game as we open the 2nd quarter. So now on comes the field goal unit. He'll boot it from the left side, and from this distance, that angle ought to be fairly easy. That is no good. It's still a 3-point game after the miss.
Well, everybody in the stadium thought that was an automatic 3. Not so fast. Bad miss by the kicker.
Here comes the Illini offense back onto the field. Boy, they hope this next drive is more productive after throwing a pick last time, Jesse.
Yeah, and the coaches did a good job on the sideline there, just talking to the young quarterback and making sure he's able to turn the page, calm him down, to go out and refocus this drive.
Yeah, and some people do that better than others, but you got to show some trust in him, maybe get the ground game going, help around him a little bit with this system.
Wide out in motion. Receiver on the move gets the touch pass. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one. Lost 1 on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. He's looking to throw. Dances away from the heat. Ran right through the defender, and now he's still running. And he scoots his way to the 1st down and then slides to avoid the hit. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs.
He does a good job of dropping back, going through his progressions. Nothing there. What do? Go get some yardage. Make it positive. Don't sit back in the pocket and force something into a bad situation or take a sack. Great job making something out of nothing.
Wants to throw on 1st down. Fires to the right. It's complete. And he almost ran away from everybody on that one. A huge pickup on that play. The give to the back. And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop. 2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Fast motion from the offense. From the gun, the give, looking for room. A run up the middle is stopped for no gain. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. Wants to throw on 3rd. Now he's going to break the pocket. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Illini! That's the kind of skill that makes guys stars. The improvisational skills, the blinding speed, the ability to make the big play and make defenses look silly.
Just straight silly. I mean, what do you want me to do? You put a guy that's that athletic, that fast at the quarterback spot. Now you're telling me to defend the run, defend the pass, defend the scrambles. I mean, goodness gracious. I don't know what you want a defense to do. There's no stopping that guy.
And the extra point is good, and it's a 4-point lead. So it's an 80-yard drive, and he got into the house from the 6 to finish it. He'll bring it out. It's Lopez. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. They've been pretty much stifled on offense so far, David, only able to muster 3 points in their previous 3 drives.
And you got to find a way to open this up and create some explosive plays. The passing game is obviously the easiest way. Jesse, put more speed on the field. Find those guys down the field.
And you know they're frustrated, too, because they felt like there were some matchups they could take advantage of to get some points on the board early. In this one, they just haven't been able to connect on those opportunities. But I like David's idea. Maybe move some guys around and see if you can create some better one-on-one.
And the pressure gets him back at the 8-yard line.
And they've been waiting for something good to happen with respect to getting after the quarterback, right? They're outside of the top 100 in the country in sacks per game. But finally now, you see they're generating this pass rush. 3 sacks on the game so far.
And the Buckeyes will try to pin them back with the punt. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. Gets the first one of the day off and hoping he's not as busy as he was in that loss last week when he kicked it 4 times. And the returner goes down. The Illinois offense returns to the field. They unleashed an aerial assault last time that took them right to the end zone, David.
So, Reese, with that drive, I think you've accomplished something you wanted to accomplish. Make this defense think. You put them back on their heels. Now, shoot, Palmer, you might be able to slip a few runs in on this drive to really jack them up.
Yeah, I like that idea, but I also like the fact that speed kills. And they've got it at the receiver position, so if you've got one-on-one matchups, man, take advantage.
Illinois right back to the line. Touch pass on the jet sweep. That'll be enough for the first down as they mark it down at the 31-yard line. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Use the play fake, now to throw. Grabbed behind the line, it's Barnes. Really nice job there by both guys to throw and the catch to work that defense and get the first down. He'll pull it on the read. That play just never had a chance. They knock him down for a loss of 5. They'll try to overcome that last play on 2nd and 15. Quarterback on the move, still looking. He turns this into a nice gain and gets down to avoid the hit. Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal. The play action fake. Fires to the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown, Illinois.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not. So being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. Boy, 3 and out last time, David. They'd like to be more productive this time around.
Yeah, in the last drive, nothing really clicked. No rhythm, got off the field really quickly. They need to put something together here, Paul.
Yeah, David, bad execution on that last drive, so they got to take a collective breath and start playing like a unit on this drive.
Got his man quickly. Stopped at the 43 after the 15-yard pickup. Now on first down from the 43-yard line. He leaves it with his back. Really nice stop there from this senior leader. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. He's looking to throw. Bought a little time, lets it go. Caught on the outside, it's Jackson. And they're able to force him out of bounds after a short pickup. On 3rd down, going up top. A beautifully placed ball to the outside and the toe drag for the big pickup. Finally, this offense starting to show a little juice. They've got a 1st and 10. Wide receiver now comes in motion. To the air on 1st down. Got it in the middle. It's Vincent. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the 1st down. They keep attacking through the air. And he just flat dropped it. I think he wanted to run before he secured it. A 3rd and long coming up here. He wants to throw it. That's incomplete. Tried to set up the screen, and he dropped the pass. And on 4th down, they'll try to put 3 on the board. He boomed it through. A 50-yard field goal showing off that powerful leg.
Well, that kid just showed off his hammer for a leg. 50-plus, and he did it with ease.
So they're lining up to kick it off after that last drive. Put a 3 spot on the board, and now the defense will try to shut him down. On the run from inside his own 5. He was looking for a lot more on that one. Instead, he's out of bounds at the 14. Here comes the Illini offense back onto the field. Give to the running back. Good surge up front. Give him 4 out to the 18. Illinois lining up quickly. They think they can impose their will here with the run to the right. A little more space, open up that playbook even more as they pick up the 1st down out to the 30. The inside handoff. Can't get him to the ground. That play just never had a chance. They knock him down for a loss of 5. They'll try to overcome that last play on 2nd and 15. He's looking to throw. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense. They're going to keep this drive going. They'll have to make a play on 3rd and long from the 26. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. Grabbed behind the line. It's awesome. And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the 1st down.
You got to love that. On defense, one of the most critical statistics out there is how do you play on 3rd down? How do you prevent the opponent from keeping drives alive? Right there, tackling the catch. You gave up the completion. Whoop-de-doo. You've set up 4th and long. You're going to get the ball back. Go get some water and celebrate.
Illinois lining up to punt this one away. This will be a 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Perhaps feeling that coverage coming, signals for the fair catch and makes it at the 25. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. They'll run it from the gun. Picks up a useful 5-yard chunk out to the 30-yard line. Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. He'll keep it himself. Pass the sticks, and he may get more. And he was loose and in the open field and on his way. A tremendous pickup on that one. From the shotgun, the inside give. This rivalry more than a century old with the Buckeyes dominating most of the time, guys.
And just think about that. All this time, these Ohio State and Illinois fans have been talking about and looking forward to this rivalry. To your point, absolutely. Ohio State, more often than not, has been on the winning side of it. And Illinois now, maybe they're going to be trying to create a little new trend here.
Yeah, try to get some mojo. Try to get some momentum on their side. Try to change this rivalry. And listen, it starts one at a time.
Picked off. Looking for more room. He's at the 30. And a big return here as they finally get him down inside the 20.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with this decision.
The Illinois offense returns to the field. Guys, it's been an entertaining first half and not a lot of time left to put some more points on the board.
No, but you got this possession right here to maybe go into the half tied up. So good first half, but a great way, Jesse, to end this first half.
Yeah, you'd love to take that momentum into the second half. And listen, this offense practices 2-minute every single week for this exact situation. They'd love to be able to go generate a few more points before taking it into the locker room.
They'd love to pick up this third down and get a fresh set with first and goal. He's looking to throw on 3rd and short. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. On 4th down, trying to keep the drive alive with the run. Touchdown, Fighting Illini. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. They are seizing control and taking away hope as they push out the lead in this Week 8 showdown.
You know, this guy's had a big role in this offense this year, especially when they get down close to the end zone. That's his 5th rushing touchdown on the year. He's been a factor for these guys offensively.
He'll try to tack on one more. And the extra point puts him on top 21-6. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Boys, if it's happening in college football, we've got eyes on it. Check this out. Miami has the lead right now, but this Canes crowd is restless. They just haven't been able to separate themselves yet there in the 305. They're up by a field goal over NC State. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about it.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. That defense got gashed, but they finally get him to the turf at the 47. He wants to throw. He'll take a shot. Pulls it in the end zone. Touchdown, Buckeyes!
Yeah, coming into the game, you look at the stats and you say top 10 offense in scoring, so they better be able to create what? Explosive plays. Another explosive plays. They've been doing it all year long. Those plays are backbreakers. Defenses just can't contain this offense.
Lining up for the PAT. And it's up and good as they draw just a touch closer. So they got the touchdown, now going to put it in the hands of their defense to finish off this half. Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. Here comes the Illini offense back onto the field. They've got some time to work with here, Jesse, and if they get a first down, they might really get aggressive.
I'd be aggressive right out of the gate. I'd be throwing for a first down. If I get it, then it's pedal to the metal. I'm in that 2-minute mode to try to score a touchdown or get a field.
But I do think this is a situation where you also have to understand that I have the lead going into the half. I've got the momentum, so don't do anything stupid here.
He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense. He's looking to throw it. They're trying to get to it. They'll immediately call timeout.
That's a good example there of complementary defense. The DBs and linebackers are playing zone, they're playing their spaces, and they force the QB to have to hold the ball, try to work through his progressions, and then the pass rush, they win up front.
Great coverage, great break of the ball, had a chance to really make a big play and maybe even take that thing back to the house. But you got to secure the catch. We like to hit people more than we like to catch balls.
Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. Illinois runs the punt unit onto the field. A fairly short distance here toward the sidelines, not his best work. The offense set for a first down play. They're going to open this drive with a pass. Pocket starts to collapse. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Pass is incomplete. The clock is down to 9. Third down conversions are a huge stat, and this one would be a doozy if they can pull it off. Fires left. He's got him wide open. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down. Looking to move it through the air. The pass is incomplete, and 1 second is left. Just enough time for one final play in this half. They get to him as he throws. And it's picked off for the 3rd time today. Trying to take it back. The 10. Touchdown Illini. The defense puts 6 on the board with a big-time interception return. Look, a lot of time left. There's a little bit of distance right now being put on the scoreboard.
There is, but it's so awesome when you're a defense and you study all week about what's coming and what routes to be ready for, and then you jump the route and you make the plays and you just go get in that end zone. It is so beautiful.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And with the extra point, they move on top by 15. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
Fellas, it's one thing to have a rivalry game, but when you have 2 longtime foes battling for a prize like the Illabuck Trophy, you know emotions tend to run high. 2 quarters of both sides feeling each other out. And it's likely to come down to which offense can find a way to generate some big plays. Adjustments will be a part of it. Maybe it's time these typically conservative play callers open up the playbook. Nothing crazy, but a calculated risk here and there to try to gain an edge in what's been a stalemate. With that, let's throw it back to the guys to see how the battle between Ohio State and Illinois plays out.
The Buckeyes will kick it off to start the second half. From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. They keep it on the ground to open the third. They knock him down after a gain of 3 to the 23. Illinois right back to the line. Back to the ground with the running back. Shakes off the defender. Brought down at the 33, but not before he gets 10. With the first down, they'll put it in play from the 33. He's going to pass. Looking left. It's caught downfield. They'll get the first down. It's spotted on the 49. No huddle here for the offense.
And you've seen these curl routes. This is a timing route. Understanding the ball's got to come out of my hand right when he hits the top of that curl. Nice job by the QB finding him. Nice catch.
And he finds some solid space. Makes a nice game before the defense is able to stop him. Caught in the backfield, it's awesome. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage. They turn to the passing game on 3rd and short. And they got him. He'll get get him down for the sack.
That's the way you answer your halftime speech. You gave up a lot of points in that first half. What did the defense do? The first possession, you set the tone in the second half, get the big stop, get the big sack. Really nice answer by this defense.
Illinois lining up to punt this one away. Fourth time tonight we've seen this guy come on to punt. A fairly short distance here toward the sidelines, not his best work. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. That last pick six after a drive like that, David, can swing the momentum of a game.
The defense is still celebrating. I mean, such a big play. I mean, they gave up some yards but did what they're supposed to do. Now, Jesse, this offense has to put a drive together.
Yeah, they have to recapture some momentum here. What they can't do is go 3 and out and give the ball right back.
They'll keep it on the ground. At the 35, he's open. He smashes his way through again. Just a savvy, veteran, productive run from this junior. They are dialed in on this drive. A couple of chunk plays, and now they'll snap it on first down. They're going to ride this running back. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Keeps it on the bootleg, looking to throw. And they couldn't hold off the heat, and he goes down with the sack.
And that's the 4th sack this offensive line has given up today. And guess what? You thought they'd be better. Last week, they got their butts chewed out. 6 sacks they gave up. This week, on their way to doing it again, this offensive line has to step up.
3rd down, and this offense is already in a world of trouble. They could really use a conversion, not to mention multiple scores. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Another interception. That's his 4th of the day.
I tell you what, I don't know if I'm going to try him much more. Goodness gracious, you can tell he's ready for what he's seeing. 2nd interception. I would not throw near that guy anymore. You might want to try the other side of the field.
The Illinois offense returns to the field. Here's another opportunity, Jesse, to stretch out this lead after punting last time.
I think it goes back to your playmakers, Reese. I think it's finding the guys that have been working for you earlier on in this game and getting them the football.
Yeah, and there's obviously no need to panic. I mean, think about it. You got the lead. You got the football. You got to be smart with the football. Make your plays. Put a good drive together.
Grabbed over the middle. It's Barnes. He is tackled, but it'll be a fresh set of downs. Now a 1st down from the 45-yard line. Ever since they invented the forward pass, the tight ends have been running the drag and getting the 1st down. Oh, and it's a pick. He threw it right into the double coverage. Takes it the other way. Inside the 10. Touchdown, Ohio State. How about that D coming up with a play like that?
Really nice drive by this offense. This is a top 10 defense. This is a challenge. They're going to make everything difficult. So when you can make some plays against this defense, you got to absolutely take advantage, create some momentum for your squad. Nice drive by this offense.
Getting set for the point after. And the PAT will draw them 1 point closer. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Gentlemen, let's take a look at what's happening in this exciting college football game. UCLA is down right now inside the Rose Bowl, but this young man under center has shown some moxie. We could see a legend born in Pasadena today. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Washington. Any big developments in this one, we've got you covered with the best studio team in the business. Gentlemen?
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Give to the single back. And he's knocked down, but not before moving the chain. 1st down here for the offense. The run from the shotgun. Not a lot of daylight. He gets 1 to the 32. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. looking to throw it. Oh, he's ready to take a shot. And it's incomplete, going for the massive explosive play instead. They're looking at a third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Hines is back in the middle. And sure, tackling there to keep him from getting to the first down marker. Illinois runs the punt unit onto the field. They've been busy out there to punt for the 5th time today. Cover guys do their job, and they get him stopped at the 22-yard line. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. Mistakes are going to happen, as they did on that last drive. Now, how will they respond, Jesse?
And this is the kind of guy who's going to take full accountability. That was my bad. That's on me. I'm about to lead this offense now down the field to score some points.
Dang, Palmer, I wish I would have played with you. I didn't play with many quarterbacks that were just like, yeah, my bad. Hey, guys, I got this. Sorry about that. It was more, should have ran a better route.
From the gun on third down. Coming after it. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18.
And it's been a long day for this offense. If you can't protect your quarterback, it's hard to be successful. That's the 5th sack they have given up. The offensive coordinator has no answers, and this defense has been flying around.
The Buckeyes will line up to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. He only needs a sliver of daylight. He was able to get that ball up to the 48-yard line before he stopped on the return. Here comes the Illini offense back onto the field. I know they've put up really good numbers on offense, but, David, they're starting to feel a little game pressure right now.
Exactly. That scoreboard's starting to get a little bit tired cutting into that lead. Now, you know every possession matters, Palmer. A little pressure for this offense.
Yeah, and so you can't get tight, right? The best players on this offense now need to step up, and they need to start making plays. You got to identify where those one-on-ones are.
And they were looking for a chunk play, and they got it. The explosive picks up more than 30. Running back searching for a hole. Hole down after a pickup of 3. Ball's at the 13. Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone. Is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. He'll try it again. Works his way down to the 10-yard line after a pickup of 3. Illinois lining up quickly. Shotgun snap on 3rd down. Buys a little time with his feet. Nifty little scamper on this one. Enough for the first down, and he slides in safely. Illinois moving it quickly down the field. Trying to power it in. And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, Illinois! They've extended this lead, guys, but sometimes in a rivalry game, you get down and you fight back that much harder.
Man, you've seen crazy comebacks and crazy swings of momentum in rivalry games. You just need that first thing to break your way home.
And I think it really comes down to their key playmakers, David. They can come back, but these guys need to take ownership. Now's the time. In this type of game, they have got to step up and start making plays.
And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. On the move from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. The last time we saw this offense, we had to look quick. It was a 3-and-out, Jesse.
They just had no rhythm in that last drive. So someone's going to have to step up and make a play, David, and get this thing going. Yeah,
let's find some juice. Find your guy. Find those plays that you know you can run inside out, forward, backwards. Get some first downs. Get some positive momentum.
Got it in the middle. It's Jackson. He's there to make the stop, but the damage has been done as they pick up the first down on the throwing catch. He wants to throw. Getting some heat. Takes the easy completion. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. And now on 2nd down for this offense. Quarterback on the keeper. And he probably should have left that one with the back as he is just smashed in the backfield. Guys, this offense is already reeling down multiple possessions. Really need to cash in on this drive. And a missed opportunity on third down as the defense knocks it free and fourth down is coming up. And the Buckeyes will bring the punt team onto the field. They'll look to pin them deep. On the move, it's Rock. Cover guys do their job and they get him stopped at the 22-yard line. The Illinois offense returns to the field. That last drive really productive. David wound up with a touchdown. They'll try to do it again.
Yeah, so I don't expect this offense to change too much, Reese. They had a great drive. They got the touchdown. Everything working. I would expect them to keep pushing this ball downhill.
And just imagine if they could put another touchdown on the board right here. They could capture so much momentum in this game with back-to-back TDs.
They'll get it to the 48. No need to measure it to first down. A new set of downs after the completion.
The defense needs to have a plan for this guy. They weren't ready for that one. Drag route running all the way across the field. And the DB just can't stay with him because of his speed. And as a result, they give up a big one.
Illinois right back to the line. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. And they get the sack right out of the gate. This dude is having a day, and with that one, he's halfway to Chase Young's 4-sack single-game record.
Go get it, young fella. Just quickness, speed off the edge, getting to the quarterback. You got to be relentless when you're chasing the quarterback. And Chase Young's record, if you can go get that, you go get that big fella, that superstar, woof, that would be a fun day.
From the gun, running back on the move. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. And we might as well state the obvious. First and second down didn't work out. Third and very long. Just gets rid of it to the running back underneath. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop. Fourth down, and the punt team sends it the other way. And no chance for the return man to get his hands on that one as it hops out of bounds. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. That last drive won't go on the highlight reel after ending in a punt. They'd like to be more productive this time, David.
And I think this offense has to be a little bit more balanced. Find a little balance between the run, Jesse, and working in that pass.
And I think, too, David, it's just going to take a spark. It just takes one play to get this thing picked up and going.
That's the end of the quarter, and Illinois has the lead here. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. One more quarter to go, and it looks as if we are ready to play. Second down coming up. He's looking to throw. Going to take a shot at this DB. Holds it in on the left. And he breaks into the open. Inside the 10. And he'll take it all the way. They couldn't bring him down. Touchdown, Buckeyes.
There's usually two different thought processes when I'm backed up towards my own goal line. Run it, create more space, or take a big shot and try to make a big play. And did this offense ever make a big play? 90-plus yard touchdown. That is how you do it.
And with the lead sitting at 9, they'll try to make it a one-possession game. And with the extra point, every little bit counts as they get closer. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. He'll start the return inside his 5. And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. Good news, I guess, a lot of room to work with as they start this drive from their own 15. Sweet cut there. And the defense finally makes the stop after the sweet run and good gain. Illinois lining up quickly.
Man, it's so nice to have a guy that you can depend on. Like, this offense is built around him for a reason. Just a good running back. You can see, gets north-south, doesn't dance, picks up positive yards, breaks tackles. He's just a really good player, and that's why this offense runs through.
I love an offense that wants to stay aggressive. Even when you've got the lead late in a game like this, right, you still try to find your playmakers and get them the ball in space, and that is exactly what this offense is doing.
Looks as if Illinois will have enough for the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Trying to find his man on first down. He makes the connection. Excellent job working through the air there, finding a hole in that defense and picking up a first down.
This offense is not letting up, guys. They've got a lead here late, and they are still taking shots. They're still looking for explosive plays. This defense just has not had an answer here all game long.
They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5. Offense lining up quickly. They'll leave it with the lone back. Tackle is made, but not until he gets the first down. Here comes the hurry up.
Nice run, and I think everybody knows. He's right there next to that 100-yard mark, 98 yards on the day. And that's a mark, man. When you hit that mark a lot of times and you take care of the football, you win a lot of football games. It's the more physical team. It's the team that makes it easy, makes it easier on their quarterback, and they've done that today.
Dialing up a 2nd down pass play. He makes the catch. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22.
When you run those routes, those curl routes just like that, those DBs are going to break when you go to throw the football. So you better put that thing on a line. And the QB did there. Put it on a line. Great job. Great catch. First down.
Illinois picked up the first down. Now here they come again. Leaves it with the back. Keeps those legs churning for 3 yards. He's down at the 9. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. On 2nd down, he'll let it fly. He's got it on the move. Touchdown, Fighting Illini. And they take it in for 6 more points. They give themselves a little more cushion as they try to reel off their 4th straight win. Illinois stretches the lead, and the Buckeyes look to be on the ropes.
This is impressive. Illinois circles this game at the start of the year because of who they're playing. It's Ohio State. It's a perennial national championship contender, and they've answered the bell, David. They've come out in this game emotionally and physically the more dominant team.
Yeah, and you don't see it often. That doesn't happen for Illinois. This is a team that has to scrap for everything they get, try to win a close game against the more talented Buckeyes. But everybody remembers 2001, Ron Zook, that great Rose Bowl Illinois team. They had to beat Ohio State.
Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. Leaves it with the back. They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2. Kept it on the ground on first down. Now back to the line. Rides to the back. And he'll be taken down, but he does have enough for the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll run it from the gun. Fakes his man out. And he make the stop after a gain of 3 to the 31. Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. He's looking to throw. Quickly complete. And they bring him down quickly, but a good gain there. 3rd down coming up after the completion. He'll do it himself. They were all over him, nowhere to go as that 3rd down play turned into a disaster. 4th down, and the punt team sends it the other way. He'll bring it back. It's Rock. They'll put that return to a stop at the 33, but the offense set up in pretty good field position. They'll start this drive at the 33-yard line. Going up top on first down. They'll throw it to the back on the screen. He makes the stop, but a nice pickup there on first down. Leaves them in 2nd and manageable. Illinois right back to the line.
Well, a nice gainer on that running back screen. How about the offensive line getting downfield and getting blocks to really help out the back, find some space to go to work?
The quick out. They get him on the ground after he gets enough to move the sticks. See if they can turn this drive into points. They've got it 1st and 10 at the 50. Using the quick game. And how does he keep running? I'd be dizzy after a spin move like that. Just inside the 35, 1st and 10 from the 34.
And with that pass right there, over 300 yards. That's a good day at the office. Being able to execute, doing a good job seeing what's coming, anticipating, taking some shots today, but just hold really strong, put up some good numbers.
He wants to throw it again. Right through his hands. You just have to make that catch, and it'll be 3rd down. We'll see if they go back to the air after the incompletion. It's 3rd and 5. From the gun, he'll try to throw for it on 3rd down. Hauls it in. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains. They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. Quick strike complete. And he'll run across the sidelines after the good game. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the 1st down without getting it into the end zone. Wants to fire on 2nd down. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18. This will be the 8th play of the drive, but a great opportunity for the defense to get off the field. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. And this defense is bringing the heat. Another sack.
And finally, you're seeing some life from the defense. They've been struggling all game long up to this point, but back-to-back sacks on 2 consecutive plays, they're at least still trying to fight back in this game.
Looks as if they'll send out the field goal unit. And if they can make this and turn it into a 3-score game, they'll have this one all but locked up. The field goal is no good. And after the missed field goal, guys, the lead's still at 15.
And just not enough leg on that kick. You see it just gets knocked down by the crossbar.
Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. That last drive fizzled out, Jesse. They had to punt it.
Yeah, they did. And, David, they're just going to have to do a better job this time around erasing the mental mistakes.
And just trying to solve the defensive.
Can anyone catch him? And they are pushing the ball down the field. A big pickup on that one, and the tackle is finally made.
And as a defense, how scary is it having to defend this guy? He's one of the fastest players in America, and you saw it on that last play. It's not necessarily throwing him the ball over your head. They just get it to him quickly. The hard part now is running and tackling that guy. Not easy to do.
Here comes the offense on 2nd down. Wide receiver shows motion. On 2nd down, looking to throw. That's caught. It's Jackson. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. And it's knocked away and incomplete. The defensive back staying in phase and batting it away. Down in the 4th quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on 4th. And his 5th interception of the game, a miracle they haven't pulled him yet. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession.
And that's a really good job by the defense, understanding the situation of football. It's 4th down. It's late in the game. You got a multi-possession lead. Take away all the deep stuff. Make them force the football into coverage. They do, and they stamp this game.
Here comes the Illini offense back onto the field. They'll give it to the back. Hard running there. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. Illinois lining up quickly.
And I like the first thought process right here. Run the football. We want to run that clock with the lead. Thank you to the defense for forcing that turnover, setting us up. Now if we can put a few first downs together, we're looking really good.
This is the type of play that decides games. Are you tough enough to convert 3rd and short from the 30? He'll try to get it through the air. Gets it out fast. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch.
He has been the go-to guy on offense all game long. And on a critical 3rd down here in the 4th quarter, surprise, surprise, guess who they go to? That guy.
And you see those balls in practice sometimes. They're just off the mark. And you don't know how to control them. You don't know what goes wrong. But sometimes QBs miss, and it's an incompletion.
They'll put the brakes on him at the 21, give him a yard. Just outside the red zone at the 21, but it's 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Touchdown, Illini! And the beatdown has ensued. They add on another one, and they're about to push their record to 5-1.
And how about it? Everyone getting involved, getting the big tight end involved. This offense has done an unbelievable job scoring points. This defense has had no answers. Just keep it rolling, offense.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Dynamite matchup this week, fellas. Let's show you what's going down. Miami is just wearing one right now. That defense looks like me when I go to South Beach. Out of shape and badly burned. Hey, who's writing this stuff? They're trailing by 14 to NC State. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about it.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Still at their own 20 after that last incompletion. It's 2nd and 10. They're bringing heat. Trying to make magic on the scramble. Picks up the first down and gets down to avoid contact. Moving quickly, trying to rattle the D.
You know, QBs want to make those big plays. They want to put up the big stats. But when nothing's there, sometimes you just tuck the ball, get a minimal gain. I like the slide, by the way, too. Get down and don't take a big hit.
Gets it out quickly. Makes the stop at the 49, but not before he gets in plus territory, gets 15 and a first down. He's looking to throw it. And he got a hand in there, knocks it away, incomplete. Wonder if they'll throw it again after the incompletion. 2nd and 10 from the 49. He's looking to throw. Pressure's there, and he gets rid of it. That pass is incomplete, and they might be fortunate it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. It'll be 3rd down. They want to just keep throwing it. He uncorks a bullet to the right. Touchdown, Ohio State! And once he found some daylight, it was time to make a house call.
Nice job by the offense, going down the field, putting points on the board, but you're still down a couple possessions. Still need some good things to happen. You need your kicker to go over there and get warmed up. We need an onside. We need to score some points. We need a lot of things to go right to win this football game.
Why not double the try total and go for 2? Wants to go up top. Makes the grab for the 2-point conversion as they cut further into that lead. They are running out of time here. They need to get the ball back. They'll line up for the onside kick. Looks as if the hands team will be able to recover the ball. The Illinois offense returns to the field. Firmly in control of this game. We'll see if they just try to run out the clock and get out with a victory.
Everybody on offense here should feel really good about their performance today, too, David. They had a really good game plan coming into this one, and they went out and they executed at a very high level.
Yeah, lights out, and this game's over. I'm interested to see the philosophy now. Do we keep chucking the pill and keep trying to score points? Because it's the defense's responsibility to stop them, or do they just run this clock and say, all right, we did enough today. We kicked them in the face.
Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. And they'll line up from the 31 on first down. They'll keep it on the ground to keep this clock moving. And they try to run inside, and there is nowhere to go. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. They'll leave it with him. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Coming to the line of scrimmage at the 30. It would be a long field goal, but they'd love to pick up a few here on 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. It's wise not to be too greedy, and they'll go ahead and send out the field goal unit. And that is no good. Missed the field goal, but still a 2-touchdown lead at 14.
Illinois, 49. Ohio State, 35.
The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. This quarterback has to stay calm, cool, and collected and drive his team down for a score late in the 4th. And he throws another interception. A veteran in this defense stayed locked in on his rules and made the interception.
That should be the nail in the coffin. What a great break on the football. Getting the big turnover. You got the lead. Now just go out there, be smart on offense, and run that clock.
Running out the clock, a mere formality between them and a victory as we have victory formation coming. And they'll take a knee, the universal symbol for we have this thing in hand. When you deal with a rivalry game, you have to live with the outcome for a full year. And this one is going to rest in their minds for the entire season going into next year.
And it's not going to sit well with the losing team. When you lose these, you're going to get hounded and you're going to get hate. You're going to get social media is going to destroy you about losing to your rival. But you got to put it past you. It is just one game. It's not that big of a deal. Well, yeah, it kind of is.
Yeah, it kind of is a big deal. You're right, David. I mean, a lot of these kids, they played with each other or against each other in high school. They've known each other for a long time. There's going to be a lot of trash talking going on, not just between players, but the fans, their families, coaching staffs. This is a game that's going to get talked about for an entire year. And you talk about wanting to get revenge, it's going to take some time.
That's going to do it for us from here. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.